In this video, we will show you how to replace your front inner fender liner on this Ford F-150. This will be located inside of your front fender. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. We're going to make our way along the driver's side of the engine compartment, just behind the air filter housing, next to the master cylinder. Down in this area, we can see the fender liner, but you're going to find that it has a whole bunch of electrical connectors and other things attached to that fender liner, and we need to dislodge them. Now, we don't need to disconnect them or anything. We're just going to carefully pry them up and away from the fender liner. For this, you can use a small prying device. I'm using a trim tool. Just pry that up. You can see that plastic tab there. Continue on down the line. Now we're going to start making our way rearward a little bit. We have some larger connectors in this area. Once again, you do not need to disconnect them from each other. We're just dislodging them. Now that we have that lifted up, I'm going to gain access to this small wire connector here. That just slides right in, so we'll pull it up and out of place. You can use your trim tool if necessary. Now we'll just lift this up and out of the way. We can gain access to the next large electrical connector here. It's almost there. There we are. Now at this point, we have the electrical connectors dislodged, but we're going to have to continue following the wiring harnesses rearward a little bit. You're going to find two more mounting points. We'll go ahead and pull those up and out of place as well. There's one. There's our next one. Now let's make our way from inside the engine compartment. We're going to safely raise and support the vehicle and remove the front wheel. Safely raise and support your vehicle. We're going to remove the driver's side front wheel. To do this, you're going to find that you have 6 21mm lug nuts. We can remove those and the wheel from the vehicle. A quick inspection of all hardware as we continue on. Replace as necessary. Now that we have the wheel out of the way, we're going to start removing our rearward mud flap from the area. You'll find that you have two 5.5mm mounting bolts here. We'll start with those. Now we'll move up here. We're going to be using a 5/32 Allen head socket on this. You're going to want to continue turning this counterclockwise until you can see this small tab in this groove slide all the way over to this point. At that point, this upper portion should be unlocked. Now let's make our way on the outboard side, just underneath the front fender. Now down in this area, you can see we have a 10mm headed mounting bolt. We can remove that. Make sure you're holding onto the mud flap so it doesn't fall down and potentially get damaged. We are reusing it. Now we're back inside the fender liner. You're going to find several more 5.5mm headed mounting bolts holding this in place. There is some push tabs that we'll also remove after we're done the mounting bolts. Here's our next two along the front here. It's time for some push clips. Now, as far as plastic push clips, they come in all different shapes and sizes. You really just have to take a look at them to see which type you're dealing with. It looks like this one along the front on my application has a small push tab in the center. That's going to have to get dislodged so you can remove the outer portion. So for this one, I'm just going to push in the center and then remove the outer portion with my trim tool. Now there's that push clip. I'm just going to reset that by pushing it out just like that. Now it's ready for reinstallation during the reinstallation process. Now we're going to start making our way upward. Typically I like to leave one of my upper push pins in position as I move along to all the others. One of the top ones will be the last one that we remove. I'm going to go with this one. We'll remove this. As we move towards the rear, we'll leave that next one in. Continue on down towards the bottom. Let's make our way rearward. This is one of the upper ones that I'm going to leave in temporarily. Let's make our way down to the rearward lower one. There we are. Just pop that one out of there. You can use some long nose pliers if necessary. Now that we got that one out of there, we're moving to our last push clip. We'll make sure we're holding onto the fender liner so it does not fall down and potentially hurt us. There we are. Now let's go ahead and start flexing this. We're going to pull it down and out. You're going to find that along the outer fender here, you're going to have to pull the fender liner inward a little bit to dislodge it. There it is, friend. Okay, let's get ready to install our brand new inner fender liner. When we install this, we're going to have to roll it up into the proper positioning. What needs to happen is the fender liner is going to have to come up and under this area, and it's going to go over 3 tabs. There's one in the center, one over towards the rear, and one over towards the front. Should be able to get this in position as well. Let's continue on with some of our push clips here. Just try to align that fender liner, corresponding area here, and press those in. Let's get our next one in here. Now it's time for our 5.5mm mounting bolts. We're going to start up along the front here. I want to start in the first 2. We'll make sure those are properly aligned. Then we can snug up each of those and we'll make our way up along the fender. Now let's get ready to install our mud flap. Before we do, let's have a look at that lock along the back side. Now in this area, if you were to turn that mounting bolt and spin this up to this position, it's going to take this tab and bring it over to this area. That will make its way in and behind your fender. We'll get this in position. We're going to start with each of our two 5.5mm mounting bolts. There's that one. Let's try to get this second one in here. All right, they're both started in. Let's snug them up. There we are. Now let's make our way up to our 5/32 Allen head here. We're going to press that mud flap up against the fender. We're going to turn this clockwise, attempting to lock it in. We can see it's in the locked position. Just go ahead and give that a little tug. Make sure it's properly secured and it cannot pull away. If it can pull away, the locking ear is not behind this area. Along the outside, we'll be using our 10mm bolt to hold the mud flap in place. One last quick inspection in this area and we can reinstall our wheel. Start on all 6 of your 21mm lug nuts. We'll bottom this out. Get the wheel back on the ground and torque each of these to 150 foot-pounds. We've got the wheel back on the ground. We'll be torquing these to 150 foot-pounds in a crisscross manner. Torqued. Now that the wheel's torqued, we're back up inside the engine compartment. We're going to start resecuring our wiring harnesses. I'm going to start with the rearward wiring harnesses here. We'll go ahead and line them up with their corresponding holes and press them into position. There's one. Put that in there. It should press right in. Let's continue forward for the next 2 electrical connectors. These are the larger connectors. Line those up, press them in. Now moving just forward to those large connectors, we have our next 2 smaller connectors here. Line them up, press them in. Let's get that ABS wire secured. Okay, friend, we finished the installation of our inside fender liner. The next thing that you want to do is go ahead and take your vehicle for a road test, listen for any odd noises coming from this area. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.